Hey, what's up there, Division Agents? Larry Dingleberry here, coming at you with an in-depth breakdown on the 6-piece striker set. Now, I know some people are kind of frustrated by this one, and it might get a little complicated at times, so just hang in there. But I just want to save you the frustration that I went through when I was first approaching this build and what I was expecting from it. But before I get into all that, real quick, I would just like to say I have taken a few breaks from this game, and I'm sure a lot of you have as well, because of all the bugs, the wall hacks, the RPM glitches, blah blah blah. You guys know what I'm saying. So around the time of the first global event was going on, I heard that they were trying to fix some of that stuff, so I kind of got back into it a little bit. And on the last global event, I believe it was Assault, I really did some work and I got a lot of great stuff. So I think I am back. I will be doing a Sentry and Reclaimer video and probably an exotic build, as well as a couple hybrids, things like that. I was also lucky enough to get an invite for the 1.8 PTS, and after messing around with that for a little bit, now that it is on console, all I can say is a lot of big things are happening, good things are in the future. So I will be bringing you guys some of that as much as I can once I complete these couple videos and give you a heads up for what is to come. So subscribe if you want, definitely drop a like, leave a comment, let me know how I'm doing, all that. And with that out of the way, we can get into the video here. I actually have 3 loadouts here for you now. These are not optimized by any means, I guess. I roughly put them together with what I would kind of go for, just to kind of give you guys an idea how to fit it to your playstyle, more or less, and show you how the health regen works to firearms ratio and what I believe works best, since you literally need a calculator for this build. But without further ado, let's get into the weapons here. Primarily use the LVOAC. This one has 23.5k base damage with good RPM and good mag. Brutal, deadly, and destructive. Now I know this is not typical of what people are looking for, but for me this fits my playstyle. I tried to aim for the head if I can, so if I can get damage increase on that, you know, why not? As well as crit damage with deadly and destructive. I know a lot of people overlook this completely, but I've always liked this, and I will be doing a video on armor destruction, because in 1.8, with the optimization tables and all that going, armor destruction will be a real thing again. So if you get a piece with destructive on it, you might want to throw it in your stash or something like that, and just keep it for a later date, because I think that might be something in the future that could be pretty useful. Next, I have a Navy MP5N, 20.9k base damage, good RPM, good mag, with deadly, brutal, and hurried. Now, I overlooked hurried at first, but actually using it, I really do like it, especially in PvP. Crit hits increase reload speed by 10% to a minimum of 1 second reload time on a weapon that goes around crit chance. So you're going to get that 1 second reload time almost every time, as long as you're a decent shot, and it really does make a big difference. Doesn't sound like much, but going up against somebody that has, say, assault rifle, LMG, anything like that, you're talking, you know, 2+ second reload time for them, as where you would have 1 second and then you're running and gunning again. So that really does make a big deal to me. If you get it, try it out, you know, let me know what you think. I also have this lightweight M4 I like to use, 23.1k base damage, good RPM, good mag, with responsive, deadly, and brutal. So when you're up close and personal, getting those headshot crit shots, and that responsive kicks in, oh boy, this is a face melter here. So if you want, try those out. That's a pretty good roll there. I really like this piece. So moving on to the actual build itself. As you can see, this one is a beast. I mean, 95-17 firearms, 33-76 stamina, and I know it's pretty low skill, but you know, 29-61, just enough to get a decent heal from overdose and keep on gunning, you know, with enough firepower to put them down in the meantime. Now, I believe that the developers are trying to turn this, in my opinion, from a DPS build to more of a tanky stamina build, and you'll probably see why during the next global event. Hint, hint. But this is why I'm thinking this is basically before it was straight DPS. Every consecutive hit deals 1% more damage, stacks to 100%, missing shots drop bonus. Okay, got it, straightforward. Now we got all this going on, right? Okay. So before I keep going with any of this, classified pieces, your max stamina roll you can get is 1401 on the piece. So if you had 4 pieces max rolled to stamina, you would have 5604. 5 maxed is 7005, and a set of 6 all max rolled to stamina would be 8406. Now you would be healing very well with this, I'm sure, but it leaves you only with mods for firearms or skill power. And I only mention this because it says that you get the increase here by every 2000 stamina increment. So every hit adds a self-healing bonus for 0.01% of max health per second. This bonus is increased by 0.03% for every 2000 stamina. Stacks to 100 hits, missing shots removed, stack, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but with this build, I should be getting a 0.04% of my max health regen per bullet on the stack, okay? Because it says increased by 0.03%, not 2.03%, plus the 0.01. I think I'm reading this right. So going off the max health of my character, let's go down to that. I know, not too good. 196,787. Now, 0.04% of this equals to a whopping 7,871 health regen per bullet per second on the stack. So, a 100 stack, your total health regen would be 787,100. You know, sounds good, right? Enough to heal you over multiple times. But it doesn't work that effectively that quickly. Maybe in PvE, but in PvP, this would not hold up very good. You know, if you caught someone slipping, you run up on them, you're going to put them down quick, yeah. But if they catch you slipping, well, now you're in trouble, you know what I mean? Which brings me to... Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on real quick here. This build. Okay. So you can see the firearms 6509, stamina at 6468, so it's over that 6,000 benchmark, and electronics at 2890. Now obviously you're not going to be doing a lot of damage with this, but it does give you a lot more survivability, which is what I think they're going for. So going to my max health on this character is 251,180. So since I have over 6,000 stamina, I should be getting that 0.03 times 3 plus that 0.01 equaling 0.1. Are you still with me? I mean, this is crazy. 0.01% of my max health equals out to 25,118 health regen per bullet per second on the stack, whereas the firearms build before was only around 8,000 per bullet on the stack. So that's a big difference. The max health regen on this build is 2,511,800 compared to around 800,000 on the firearms build. So let's see how that actually plays out. And I can show you what I mean, why I like the brutal talent. Big numbers, works pretty good. So we'll get that up. And we're at 100, alright. Throw this. Boom. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. And I'm back at max health again. You know, works pretty good. That works pretty good. Now, if we switch back over here in a second when it lets me, here we go, to the firearms build. And let's get that 100 stack again. Alright. Throw this. Boom. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000. You can see the difference. It's a big difference. Again, PvE maybe, PvP not gonna work. So I'm kind of torn between those two. So I made this one here, which I believe is pretty much right in the middle. We got 88, 84 firearms, so still almost that 9,000 mark. Just over 4,000 stamina at 4134, and electronics at 2809. So if my math is correct, I should receive a 0.07% max health regen. Between the two builds I just showed you, this has the best firepower for heal that I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, you know, if you guys got an opinion, let me know. But this in PvP holds up best, I found, really to any of the other ones. But the other one, I mean, you know, you can try anything in PvE. If you got a healer or something, having all that firepower, like in the first, DPS build, you know, it works great. It really shreds. You get through stuff in PvE like nothing. Now, I'm going to show you one more that I believe works just as good, if not better, than any of those. And I know some people are probably upset already and shaking their head, but just hold on for a second here. You get the damage and armor increase from the cooldowns when you have skills on cooldown, which I typically always have something on cooldown. You got the shock turret, you got overheal, you got, you know, blah blah blah. Unless you have a lot of skill haste going, this is very beneficial. You could always throw Vigorous on, so you get that overheal. So you know, that's good too. Now you're not going to get the health regen from this, but like I was saying before, you get the higher stat roll on each piece. You know, in comparison to just the regular striker set. So it definitely is a big difference there. With just a specialized bag, so you know, you can get a little bit of extra skill power going. And I mean, it's a beast. 9126 firearms, 3204 stamina, and you know, 3148 electronics, so you get a pretty good heal back, and you still got a lot of firepower. So you know, if that's something that you might want to try, you know, PvP or PvE, it will work very good for you. So that's about it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, again, like, subscribe. I will be coming out with other stuff. You know, leave a comment if you want, you know, even if you just want to say hi or anything, or compliment me on my sweet purple shoes, or you know, my awesome yellow backpack, whatever you want to do. But just give me some feedback, let me know what you're thinking, and I will be talking to you guys soon, guys. Have a good one. Later.